Hello everyone, there are 7 days till Christmas and I know that you guys are all as equally excited as I am to take a break from school to celebrate the holidays. Whether it's watching Christmas movies, wearing matching pajamas, or putting up Christmas decorations, I'm sure that you all have your own family traditions. Normally, my favorite part about the holiday season is getting to spend time with my entire family, but since, coronavirus came, I don't think that's going to be a possibility this year. Luckily though, Corona cannot take away my second favorite part about the holidays, which is all of the Christmas snacks and desserts that are only made around this time of year. So today I'll be sharing with you my homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe, and I will be showing you the ingredients, the mixing process, and what to do with your cookies after they're done baking. So the first thing that is the most important that you need for this recipe, especially now with COVID-19, is a clean workspace. I've already wiped down my counter. So now what you'll need is 1 1/2 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. So now that you have all of your ingredients, you need to make sure that you preheat the oven to 350 degrees and you have a big bowl to mix everything in. So you want to start by mixing all of your dry ingredients. So I'll start with the 1 1/2 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then whisk it until it's all one continuous mixture. So now that you have all of your dry ingredients whisked together, it should just look like one big bowl of white powder. And now we can start to moving on the wet ingredients. I'm going to start with the 1/2 cup of melted butter, followed by 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 egg. Now use the same whisk to mix together all of the wet ingredients with the dry. So once you've whisked the wet ingredients in, and I used a silicone spatula to also mix it in, it should be nice and all together like this. And then finally you're gonna add in the chocolate chips and mix those in. I use 1/2 cup, but if you like them really chocolatey, you can use 1 1/2 cups of chocolate chips. And then I'm still gonna use this spatula to mix those in too. So once you've mixed in the chocolate chips, your dough is complete. And now you add your 16 cookies onto a baking sheet, evenly spread out. You can use a spoon or your hands. And since my hands are clean, I'm gonna use both. And you'll put it in your hand, just a spoon-sized amount, and place it on the pan. And you'll do that for 16 cookies. Once you've plated all 16 of your cookies onto the baking sheet, you need to put them in the oven and let them cook for 9 minutes. During the 9 minutes that they're cooking, I usually clean up the remainder of my space with the bowls and all of the cups that I use to put all of my ingredients in. So that's what I'll do while they're cooking. The timer just went off, so now I'm going to pull the cookies out of the oven. Now I'm going to let them cool for a few minutes before transferring them over to the cooling rack. Now that the cookies have sat for 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to use this wooden spatula to transfer them from the baking sheet over to the cooling rack so they don't burn on the bottom. So now that all of the cookies have been transferred over to the cooling rack, you should let them sit for 5 minutes and then they are good to be eaten. Today I have shown you my homemade chocolate chip cookie recipe and the ingredients that's needed to make it, the mixing process, and what to do after they've been baking. I know that your holiday traditions are your own, but I hope that now that you know this recipe, you will be open to suggestion to try it with your own family this season. Thank you.